guys, it is Thursday, March 8th, right? Yeah, March 8th, and it is 34 degrees outside. It's pretty sunny today, actually, compared to yesterday when it was raining and snowing and snaining and icing and just miserable yuck. So there's been some issues with my phone and my uploading of videos and whatnot. So my storage wasn't full, but it was getting to the point where it would only allow me to take these like tiny little videos. I could do like 2 minutes and then it would cut off. So I thought my storage was getting full. I thought it was like a big problem with my phone or something. So I went through and I deleted a bunch of stuff, and you know, stuff that you think you've deleted, but it's in your download basket and all that craziness. So I went through and got rid of a bunch of that. I still have a bunch of pictures on my phone from, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to move you and you might fall. So I still have a bunch of pictures from when Amber was trying on wedding dresses, and I don't want to get rid of those. I only kept the ones of the dress that she actually picked. So, you know, there was like maybe 7 or 8 of those. And then a couple of things that like I need to keep because I've taken pictures of them for a reason. But also the program that I use to splice together my videos so that you can see them all in one day started to malfunction. So it would save the video or save the splicing together, but it would take like 6 hours to save it. And they weren't long videos, like I just said, they were 3 and 4 minute videos. So I had to uninstall that program and reinstall it for a fix. And then my phone still didn't seem to want to take videos longer than a couple of minutes. So I did, you know, what everyone does when something technical isn't working. I powered my phone all the way down, powered it back up, and it started working. So also, when I would turn on YouTube, I could hear YouTube, but the screen was black. And I could see down in the little corner where it says, like, you know, when you're waiting for an ad to go away and it says you can watch this video in a couple of seconds or whatever, the video was in that. And I kept trying to make it bigger, and as soon as I would touch it, it would go to a new video. So my phone was just doing all kinds of crazy on its own stuff. And I just had to power it down and power it back on, and now everything seems to be okay. So I kind of got rid of all of, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. I kind of got rid of all of my videos that I had been doing over the last couple of days because I thought I'm gonna have to get rid of it and open up some storage, but I guess I really didn't have to. So, long story short, or long story longer, I am using this Thursday as like a new day, which it is, but you know what I mean. I'm just gonna do a full day of eating, try to show you guys everything. Little recap on yesterday, because you won't see that video. I stayed on point, and then I got home, and I did go over my points, but into my weeklies a little bit. Instead of 23 points, I think I had 35. I just couldn't get full yesterday, or even satisfied yesterday. It was just one of those days I just wanted to eat. And I'll tell you, at the end of the night, we had hot dogs for dinner, hot dogs and french fries, and I was in my points, and because I had the Hebrew Nationals, and only a little bit of french fries, like a very small amount. So I was in my points, and then I had my dessert, which is always like Cool Whip mixed with something. And I just was hungry, and I was like, I'm not eating another hot dog, you know, I'm not eating more French fries, so I've got to do something to quell this hunger. So I had one Quest bar left, and you guys know I'm having bowel issues. I always do, but now they seem to be worse. I seem to not be able to go at all unless I use some type of stimulant. And it was suggested that the Quest bars may be an issue. And I had already kind of been kicking that around in my head, that and the vitamins, because vitamins can back you up too. So, and so can cheese. And I have not had, thinking, I've had very little cheese this week. I had an egg sandwich on, did I have cheese on that? I don't think I did. Yeah, I had a little bit. I had a very little bit of non-fat cheese on my egg sandwich. But other than that, I haven't had cheese this week. So, even when we had tacos the other night, I didn't have cheese on them. So, anyway, I just could not get full last night. So, or even, like I said, even satisfied. So, I knew I was going to eat something else. So, I had one Quest bar left that was going to be for today, for breakfast. And I thought, well, and this is old Lisa thinking, I gotta tell you. I thought, okay, you want to give these Quest bars up anyway. You want to go a week like without them, and see if that helps anything, or see if that gets things moving. So, get rid of the Quest bar now, and then you won't have it to deal with. I know. It's like eat all of the junk food and the donuts and the pie and the cake and everything that's in the house and the ice cream on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, so that Monday you can start your diet fresh, right? How many times have we done that? Like every. So, I ate the Quest bar, and it was delicious. And I thought, okay, I don't want to give up Quest bars because I like them. And I thought, maybe I'll have them once in a while. But, you know, the problem is for me, they're so convenient. And I end up eating it on the way to work instead of at the time I was eating breakfast. Which I think when I was doing that, I was almost intermittent fasting. Because Norm and I are usually done eating for the night around 7. And then I wasn't eating my breakfast until 10 o'clock the next morning. So I feel like I was doing a little bit of intermittent fasting. Maybe not the 16 hours you have to do or whatever it is. I didn't even add it up. But I feel like maybe that was better for me than eating on my way to work. And I wasn't really fasting because I was drinking coffee. So it's not like I just wasn't putting food in my stomach. So what I decided to do today, because I didn't want to just be like, okay, I'm just not going to eat on the way to work today. Because honestly, guys, you know, part of my eating on the way to work is complete boredom. So I had an apple, see, on my way to work today, and I do have my cups of coffee. Yesterday on the way home, a little bit of a non-scale victory, I, for the first time in a really long time, I was craving French fries. Like, I knew I was going to have them when I got home. Because no matter what I made for dinner last night, we were having French fries with it. Because it was either chicken nuggets and French fries, or it was hot dogs and French fries. And the funny thing is, I think we're having the chicken nuggets and French fries tonight. So I knew I was going to be having French fries, and I didn't need to like, oh my god, I have to have French fries. But I wanted them on the ride home, and I knew it was boredom. I knew it was, I just want. And I think that kicked off when I got home and I had the hot dogs, which were delicious, and I had the French fries, which were satisfying. But I just think that that want, that I need to have something, never kind of went away yesterday. I also think yesterday I noticed, so, and if you're a teacher, or you know a teacher or love a teacher, we get a technical 30 minutes for lunch, but by the time we drop our kids off, go to the bathroom, run a quick copy, you know, and go in to eat our lunch. You know, you're talking 20 minutes, and that's if someone doesn't stop us in the hallway to ask us a question, or a kid doesn't come back to the classroom, or forget something. But we're talking about 20 minutes. So I notice I eat so fast. Even this morning when I was eating that apple, like I was just gnawing through it, like, you know, and I wasn't taking the time to enjoy it. My lunch is the same way. My breakfast is the same way. And I'm noticing I'm doing it with dinner. And then I think what's happening is I'm not giving myself enough time to feel satisfied before I'm like, I just need to eat again because I'm still hungry. So I'm going to try to be more cognizant of that and see if that helps out, like I said. I'm also going to give up the Quest bars for a week, see if that helps. My doctor did say that I could take the Smooth Move tea more often than 2 times a week. I just don't know that I want to, because what I did find is that when I was doing it every night, it would stop working. So I think what I might do is every other night. I gotta get a new box. I'm out right now. I only have, when I did my groceries last week, I knew I only had enough tea to do my Wednesday and Friday. So I don't have another one. I don't have enough to do like more, but that's okay because I can start that next week. So I totally lost my train of thought again. My goodness. I think I'm old. You know, I'm old. So anyway, just wanted to kind of touch base that I'm going to try to do on my food today. I am back into filming videos and chatting with you guys. It's just been so busy lately. It's a testing time at work. There's been some movement at my job for next year, or at least some talk of it, that doesn't make me happy. I've been pissy, for lack of a better word. Nothing is kind of going on right now. It's that winter doldrum that I'm just like, I'm bored, and I'm done with this school year. Although I really love the kids I have this year and don't want them to go to 6th grade. I want them to stay with me. You know, but it's like, excuse me, it's like spring fever. You know, so much water yesterday, so much water. So I have an 80-ounce jug at work, and then I have a 60-ounce jug at work. And what I do is I keep them both full, and I switch them back and forth. So when one is gone, the other one is still getting cold, or while I'm drinking one, the other one's still getting cold. And yesterday I went through 2 of the 80-ounce jugs and 1 of the 60-ounce jugs, and then got home and probably had, I don't know, at least 2 more tumblers full of water. I tried a new flavor yesterday of the water enhancers. I tried a peach tea. Didn't really like it. It was a little too strong. It's like I couldn't get it right. Like if it was too strong and then it was too weak, and it was okay. It's not one that I'm going to buy again, I think. I'll use this one because I just will. I'm completely out of Mio at work, the blue that I like, and I have an orange one, which is okay. But it also has vitamins in it, so I've been kind of drinking that one because, you know, it's school and kids are germy. And people are germy and they don't stay home when they should. But sorry, I'm moving my mirrors around because I'm just getting crazy glare. But anyway, so yeah, I am hoping that my Mio holds out today. I'm actually considering stopping and getting one, but I just don't think I have time because of this traffic. But anyway, hopefully it holds out today. If not, I don't know, drinking plain water? Ew, I don't like plain water. I know, the life of a Weight Watcher. I get lots of water, but it's gotta have Mio in it. All right, I'm gonna drink my coffee, watch some YouTube videos. You know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing a lot of my favorite YouTubers don't have constant videos up the way we used to. I think a lot of us right now are just having some stuff going on, you know? And I think part of the problem is I used to only watch them on the way to work, and then on my way home from work, I would listen to like Audible books. And now it's gotten to where I watch them both on the way to and from work, and then sometimes even when I have to like drive and get Carly or whatever. So I think I'm exhausting all of my videos, and then the next day I'm like, what do you mean you don't have a new video out? I'm personally offended. So anyway, I'm gonna jump off here and I will show you what I have for breakfast, not a Quest bar. I will show you what I have for lunch, same thing I had yesterday and the day before, and I will show you hopefully what I have for dinner. That's where I always mess up. So all I've had today is, and by mess up I mean forget to show you. So what I've had today is an apple, and I'm drinking my cup of coffee. So my cup of coffee, I actually have 2 cups of coffee, and I split 3 tablespoons of Italian sweet cream, sugar-free. Between the two, it is not creamy enough. But because I'm trying to cut back, it is 1 point is what I've had so far this morning. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, here's my lunch today. It is my Olay Extreme Wrap with turkey, some broccoli slaw, just with no mayonnaise or anything, a little bit of mustard, and a pickle. 8 of my Good Thins crackers. 1 point, 1 point, 0 points, 0 point water. 3 points for the cookie, and I'm also taking one of these. That's lunch today. Hey guys, it is Lisa from Lisa&Norm 26 years, coming at you from my car as usual. When I talk to you, it's usually from my car. And for my new subscribers, the reason is because I work about an hour from my house, so I have an hour drive and an hour home. And if you watch some of my earlier videos, you will know one of the biggest problems I have is I get bored in my car. I've been doing this drive for about 12 years. I get bored in my car, and I start to crave French fries. Now, French fries are my biggest weakness, but I would get them, and it started like anything else, where I would get a small or I'd get a medium, and they'd be gone before I actually got, onto the highway. So, I started getting a large and a supersize when we still had supersize, and then it was, well, I might as well, there for $2 I can get a big fry, or for $3 I could get a soda and a fry and a cheeseburger or nuggets. And then I gotta be honest, guys, it got to the point where I was getting a cheeseburger, nuggets, fries, and a milkshake. Okay? Then I would get home and I would eat dinner. That wasn't even dinner. It'd be one thing if I got home and I said, okay, I'm done, I'm not gonna eat anything. But no, I'd now have dinner, and I wouldn't tell anybody. I would sneak the bag into the trash can, which was outside right by where I park, and I'd throw it away. I have even been known to, drop the bag behind my seat and put it under. Not like anyone was watching. But what I didn't want is someone to judge me and be like, wait, you already had McDonald's and now you're eating dinner too? Or, oh, thanks for not getting me anything from McDonald's. Then at my worst, at my very absolute worst, and this happened a couple of times, not too many. It was kind of right before school let out last year. Right before I joined Weight Watchers at the end of May. And this had happened a couple of times, like March, April, May. So right around this time of year last year. I'd hit McDonald's and I'd get myself a large fry. I'd get myself a burger. I'd get myself, and that was it, right? So I got a burger and a large fry. Then I would go to Chick-fil-A, which was a couple miles down the road, and I would get myself some nuggets. I would get myself waffle fries, and I would get myself a milkshake. And I didn't get a small of anything. And let me just tell you their milkshakes, while delicious, are just 3,000 calories or whatever. But anyway, I would go home and I'd feel sick, but I didn't want anybody to know that I had done it, so I would make dinner and then I would sit and eat dinner. And I had zero problem eating dinner. My full trigger has still not come back yet. I still do not know when I'm full. So I have to be mindful when I eat and say, okay, you've had enough, sit for a few minutes and see if you get better. That didn't happen last night. Last night I could not get unhungry. So I ended up eating an extra Quest bar, but it was okay because when I jumped on the scale this morning, I was the same weight as I was yesterday. So I feel like I didn't do a whole lot of damage. But anyway, I have been feeling those French fry cravings the last couple of days. I was craving them on all week, really. Yesterday we had French fries in the air fryer. I just get the regular fries that come in a bag and I scan them and I track them and I keep my days so low usually that I can have those French fries. So today I have been drinking so much water. Like, I am just going through water like you would not believe. Now, yes, I put Mio in it, but I have been going through water, and I found that I really like the lemonade Mio. It's like having lemonade, and I can deal with that. I do not like the iced tea lemonade. It's too sweet. So, anyway, I think I talked about that already. Sorry, it's late. Which brings me to my next point. It is 5:51. If you guys watch me long enough, you'll know I am late going home. I left my job around 4. Traffic has been a bear. I had a meeting this afternoon, which ends at 4. All of our meetings end at 4. But then it was a meeting that I am in charge of. I'm the leader of. And my coordinator came to sit in on this meeting, you know, just to make sure we're doing everything right. And we're doing a great job. And you know, afterwards she wants to sit and talk about what we've done and what's coming up and what do we think about this. And it's good because it's good FaceTime with her. She's got a lot of connections, possible job openings, things like that. And you just want to make those connections, and it's a really good thing to do. And I love her. She's a sweetheart. And so, you know, it is what it is. And I left a little bit late. I don't know about you guys, but I know that every now and then, Norm, when I come home late, gets a little, I don't know, bent out of shape, I guess. Like, you know, why is this happening all the time? Taking it up from family time, taking it up from his time. And I think that might be something we need to talk about, like on our Norm and Lisa thing. He hasn't been very consistent with that again. And again, a lot of it's my fault, but we haven't been going a lot of places on the weekend, which is when I usually do him and I together, just because, you know, a lot going on with his mom passing in December and just stuff we've got going on, and money's been a little tight lately. You know, you'll have those months every year, and this happens to be one of them. So anyway, tonight I'm going home. I won't be home. I mean, it's 5:06 now, and I got another 10-minute drive. So it'll be after 6 by the time I get home. Norm will hopefully be home with Carly. I haven't heard whether or not he's going to make it to get her. I'm really hoping that he has, because I'm headed straight home. I guess I'll know if I get a phone call in the next 5 minutes. And I still have to make dinner. And these are those nights where, on a normal basis, in all reality, we would go out. But this week, this month, we don't really have it to go out. Like, we got some, you know, there's some couple of bills that are only happen a couple of times a year. We're not big on saying no. Sometimes I feel like we should watch the budget videos and the budget gurus on here. because we're not the best. We have a great budget, don't get me wrong, but we push our budget to the max, and sometimes it comes back to bite you because you have stuff that has to be paid. So as much as this Thursday today I want to go out to eat, it's just not in the budget. So I am going to have to force myself to make something when I get home. The problem with that is I will get home and instantly want to eat. So either we're gonna do a fend for yourself, everybody make their own thing kind of night, or I'm gonna have to buckle down and make dinner, and then it could be 7 before we eat. So I'm really hoping that by the time I get home, Norm has made the decision to eat whatever he wants to eat. Oftentimes he'll eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or a bagel, or he'll have cereal. He has plenty of points. To be totally honest with you, I don't even know if he's even doing points still. I try not to nag him about it, because I don't want this to become like, oh my God, you're not doing it kind of thing. So I don't really know. I know that he's tracking, he says, and I believe him, but I just try not to like to nag and beat the horse, I guess. So I don't really know. Like I'm running through the options in my head. I could clearly have chicken nuggets and French fries in the air fryer, which I have plenty of points for. But my air fryer is not that big, and I would have to do the chicken nuggets first, which takes 30 minutes or 20 minutes, and I'd have to do the French fries second, which takes 20 minutes. So it would be 40 minutes before I would eat. My other option is I have some hot dogs that we had last night that, you know, we didn't eat them all, that I have more in the freezer, and I need to use those rolls up, and I could do French fries with those, but I would only have to wait on the French fries in the air fryer and not the hot dogs. I could do the hot dogs in the microwave or on the stove or whatever. The problem with that is Norm wants scalloped potatoes with that, or au gratin potatoes, and I don't mind making them, I really don't, but they take an hour in the oven to make, or like 40 minutes in the oven to make, and it's just too long for me. And if he wants me to make them, I will, but I really don't want them. I don't like them, so they're for him totally. And then what else? I still have that chicken dish I can put over noodles. I still have a frozen chicken dish that, you know, comes in a bag, but I'm thinking I'm gonna need like 16 points for that one, because I ain't gonna eat 1.5 cups of it. I know me, it's pasta, I'm gonna eat more. So yeah, I don't know. I have some everything but I have everything bagels, bagel thins. I could make 2 of them for 6 points into pizza. Probably end up being about 8 points, which I have. I don't know. I might do that. That sounds good. I would need something to go with that, though, I think. I don't know. I need more than one thing person. Maybe I can make a little side salad. All I have is lettuce and tomato, but still might be alright. I don't even know if I have tomato. I don't think I do. Anyway. But anyway, there's options, I guess, at home. But I'm really, really hungry. I can tell you that right now. I'm really hungry. And I just don't want a repeat of last night where I just feel like I can't get unhungry. Again, I feel like this should be called Poo Tube with me. Last night I drank a tea. My tea almost always works. It did not work today. Nothing happened. I drank another one this afternoon at like 4 o'clock. No, at like 3 o'clock. That one won't even kick in till, you know, the middle of the night, if it kicks in at all. And I'm not due to have another one until tomorrow night. So, and I probably won't do another one tomorrow or tonight. But if I don't have something happen by tomorrow evening, I will probably take something a little more harsh. So we'll have to wait and see. I know you can't wait to have an update on my number 2, right? But anyway, I am now currently, so here's the thing, where I sit, if I look this way, I can see my house, right? But the road doesn't go that way, of course. I have to go this way and then around, and right now I'm sitting at a green light, so while I am, as the crow flies, less than a mile from my house, and if I could actually drive in that direction with no traffic, I could get there in under 2 minutes. It'll probably still take me 5 or 6 minutes to get home, at least, if I'm not backed up down here, which thankfully it looks like we're not. Of course, because it's 6 o'clock, so, you know, rush hour's over. But anyway, so how was your guys' day? Did you have a good day? I don't know. Mine was all right. I chose today that I was going to be happy. You know, I'm just, and I said this morning, I'm just not going to let things I can't control bother me. You know, here's the thing. Next school year, in this time of year, is already being planned. Makes sense, right? But it's March. We haven't even started 4th quarter yet, okay? So April, May, June, 3 months of school left. And moves are already being made, staffing is already being planned, positions are already being jockeyed for, okay? So today, it was announced, and this week it has been announced that, you know, I might not be in the grade that I'm in this year. Not because I've done anything wrong, quite on the contrary, but because I'm flexible enough to go wherever my principal puts me. I don't know that that's the way it's going to look to other people, but I do know that that is what the reason is, the rationale. And then I was real upset about it. And then today, I just decided, you know, every year that I've worked in schools, there has been this time of year, everything's been up in the air. Nobody knows what's going on, who's going where, who's doing what. People start to panic. Spring fever sets in. Nobody wants to be there. Everybody wants to get out. This person is not telling anybody. This person wants to go do a different job. This person wants to be a resource teacher. You know, this person wants to go here. My boss jokingly said, and some people apply to every position that comes down the pipe, and he looked right at me. Kind of true though. So it, you know, it all just depends on, I guess my point is, it depends on what, on numbers. So much can happen just in the next 3 months, and that's just the end of the school year. And then, you know, we have how many more months until school starts? You know, school starts the end of August for us. So many things can happen. Every school year I've ever worked in the system, especially at this school, at the end of the year, I was told one thing: you're going to do this next year. You're going to be here next year. I'm going to move you next year. I'm going to put this person here next year. You might get a job next year. You might do this next year. I might leave. The principal may be gone. The assistant principal is becoming the principal. Like, so many things happen in that amount of time. And then, you know, so many times I've been told this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And then like a week before school starts or 2 weeks before school starts, I get, never mind, you're staying exactly where you were. Or, oh, I know I told you that you were going to stay exactly where you are, but you're definitely moving to fill in the blank, wherever, right? So while I was very angry and very hurt and very like, oh my God, they're taking away finally a position I have that I adore, they're taking it away. And I still think at the end of this year, which actually will happen on Mondays when this will actually happen, when they come out and say this is who people are moving next year, I still think my name will be on the move list. But in the meantime, there's nothing I can do about it. So many things can happen between now and next year, next school year. You know, I don't know. You know, so many things can happen, and I'm just not going to stress about it anymore. I just can't. So I've got to choose to be happy and choose to let it go, let the chips fall where they may, and continue moving forward doing what I've got to do to further my career and just not stress about it. And as I say that, my heart flutters, but you know. So anyway, I'm almost home finally. It was 6 o'clock when I told you I could have gotten to my house in two minutes if I went in one direction, and I got about another minute to get there, and it is 6:06. So, all right, guys, I will see you on my next video, and I hope you guys are having a a wonderful Wednesday. Nope, it's Thursday. A terrific Thursday. That doesn't rhyme. That doesn't start the same. So a fabulous Thursday. I don't know. Anyway, talk to you guys real soon, and I hope you're having a great day.